Hey guys, how's it going? In this video, I want to talk to you guys about a couple big mistakes that a lot of people make when looking to launch a product or do product research. This happens a lot with people that are looking for their first product because they don't have the experience or they don't know about this. So stay tuned and I'm going to cover these mistakes and make sure that you don't make them. Hey guys, how's it going? Joshua Crisp here. In this video, we're going to be talking about a couple mistakes that a lot of people make when starting out a product or doing product research. Like I previously said, this happens to a lot of people who are looking for their first product. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Number one is seasonal items. Seasonal items are huge. The numbers can look great, but what you have to look for is you have to look for the trends. All right. So you might be asking yourself, how do I tell if an item is seasonal or not? I went ahead and just chose Christmas lights, which is definitely a seasonal item. But when you guys are doing product research and you find a product, go ahead and open up your Jungle Scout. Now, when you open up your Jungle Scout, you can see these numbers look awesome, right? 94,000 a month, 52,000. You see all these sales are crazy. But what you want to do is you want to go and click on the trends button. Now, what do you see? There's a lot of very consistent spikes. There's a lot of volatility. Now, when you go over this Google Trends chart, it's going to show you December. So essentially every spike that you see here on this chart from 2005, so from 12 years back, it's consistently selling the most items around December. So when you look at February, it's nothing, it's dead. January, February, March, April, May, all these months are dead. So this is a good example of a seasonal item and one that you want to stay away from, especially for one of your first couple products. After you have dozens of products or the amount of products that you feel comfortable having, if you want to take a gamble on a seasonal product that may have a big paycheck on a certain month or certain day throughout the year, then that's different. But when you guys are starting out, you want to get products that sell daily. I talk about it a lot in my course and I talk about it on a lot of the forums. You want to get at least minimum 10 products sold per day at $10 profit so you can make $28,000 to $3,000 a month. Okay, that's about $30,000 to $35,000 a year, which is good to start off with. After you get a couple of these, then you can take a little bit more of a risk. All right, and when you go ahead and click right here on the trend report in Jungle Scout, it's going to pull this up. You can actually click on the button in the lower right-hand corner, and it's going to take you into Google Trends where you can get more in-depth metrics about interest by region, related topics, and all that good stuff. All right. Another place where you can validate this or cross-check it is going to be in the Keyword Planner. Now, Keyword Planner is a tool that you access through Google AdWords. It is free to create a Google AdWords account. I go over this in a couple different videos. I show this step by step in my course as well. But this is another very good platform where you can get in-depth metrics. Now, the Google AdWords is going to be the most accurate data that you can pull because it's the largest search engine in the world. Therefore, it's the largest advertising platform. So the metrics are very, very accurate. So you can see here's June 2013. So this is 4 years. You can see the same results, okay? November, right before December, it spikes up. December is the highest amount of sales. And you can see for 4 years in a row here, it's doing the same numbers. So this is a good way to show you that this is a seasonal item. You definitely want to, after you find the product, you do your product research and you check the numbers. If the numbers make sense, okay, and everything else makes sense on your metric side, you want to make sure that the product is a non-seasonal item. If it's a non-seasonal item, you'll see a little bit less volatility. You know, throughout the whole year, the the bars will be more consistent, more horizontal, not this amount of volatility that you see here. Okay. Now, next, this is another big mistake that I see a lot of people making, and I get a lot of questions about this from my students, so I figured I'd just make it so all of you guys can see it. There are always going to be products that come out that are very popular, and they're what's called trending products. Can you make a lot of money selling trending products? Yes. Is it sustainable? Not always. So I'm going to use this as an example. I'm sure everybody knows about the fidget spinners. You know, they become really popular. You know, my kids were playing with them nonstop, and now I don't even see them. You know, everything for last I'd say about 5-6 weeks was fidget spinner and collecting them, and now my kids don't even play with them. This is a good example of a trending product. Are they still selling? Sure. Can you still make good money selling them? Sure. They're completely saturated in all my videos that I use this for an example. I do not recommend it because the Chinese drop shippers and so on and so forth. But this is solely for an example. Okay, so how do we tell if this is a trending product and not one that's going to be sustainable? So we're going to go back into Jungle Scout. Okay, we're going to click on the trend and we're going to pull up this trend report. Now you'll see it was horizontal for the entire year, all right? Even from 20, let me move myself out of the way here. You can see that it was horizontal since 2004. So it was not popular, it was not a popular item. Right here it gained its popularity, all right? And let's see here, it looks like February is when it first got its traction. All right, it hit its peak in May. Now you can see it's downtrending, all right? June, it's down. We're in July. What the dots mean is that we're currently in the month, so the complete calendar month has not done gathering all the info. But this is a huge spike down. So this is a good way to establish that it is a trending product. Another thing that I like to do when I see a product and I'm a little biased or I'm concerned that it may be a trending product and one that's not sustainable or one that will sustain its sales is go over to Google and type in trends or type in the name of the product in quotations and then ask Google if it's a trend. And you'll see blogs and you'll see all types of literature that you can read on showing you that it is a trend or it's not a trend. So that's two big things that you guys want to look for. Number one, a seasonal item. Starting out, you don't want to get a seasonal item because when it's out of season, those are going to be idle sales. You're not going to be turning revenue. You're not going to be turning product. And what happens is after that 60 days, you guys are going to get charged for the fulfillment fees, and the storage fees are going to go up on that product because you're not selling that 8% of your inventory per month. So you guys really want to watch that when you're starting out. The second thing is you guys definitely want to check, stay away, stay clear from trending products. Once you guys are comfortable with where you're at and you've reached your goals, if you want to be a little bit more risky, you want to take a little bit more risk and go after some of these trending products or some of these seasonal products, then by all means go ahead and do so because they can be lucrative. But you have to know when to jump in at the right time. You don't want to launch a Christmas light set in January. You want to list it in end of September, beginning of October, coming into that fourth quarter. So as long as you guys make educated guess and you know how to differentiate the two, you guys will be safe. So I hope this video helps a lot, guys. I talk about all this stuff in depth in the course as well in a couple other videos. But this is a couple questions that I've been getting very frequently lately. So if this helped you, go ahead and throw a thumbs up. And if you're new to this video, this is your first time watching one of my videos, please subscribe. Please feel at home and check out the rest of the videos. And we will catch you guys next time.